What's up, guys? Walo J here, and I'm here with my co-host, Chris. Chris, say hello to the peoples.
Hello, peoples.
What's crack-a-lacking, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't seen you in like years or something.
Right? It hadn't been that long.
Especially since we're doing this shit remote. You know, you're at home, I'm at home.
Right?
I mean, I don't know if you're in your underwear, but I'm in my thong, so.
I am. I'm only wearing a t-shirt.
Oh, you got me beat.
Yeah, t-shirt and hat. That's it.
Now you've been studying for that 107 drone pilot license. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's one of those things. I think it's more just oversaturation than anything, because it's like you have to learn the answer to 1,000 things to be able to answer 60 questions.
Oh my God.
Because that's all the test is 60 questions.
Why don't you take the test without, taking the study guide or anything and see how you do?
Well, I've been studying for the last couple of days, and I already took a practice exam. I scored a 90.
Fuck it, take it.
Well, I need to do it again. I'm gonna take another couple more practice exams this weekend just to make sure I continually kind of get that score. Then I'll take the actual exam on the website that we're going through, because you have to score at least an 80 to pass this portion to move on to be able to go to the 107.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the comment. Yes, I am working on my beard. It's a little white, a little salt and pepper, but I'm working on it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's salt and pepper.
So, you're finding it difficult, or are you like grasping the concept?
I've got the concept. It's just weather. The weather portion is tough if you're not a weather. Well, the thing is I'm a weather guy. Like, I like weather. Like, I pay attention to it a lot, but I pay attention to it a lot from the standpoint of looking at, radar and tracks, and like during the hurricane season and stuff like that. So where people have already deciphered all this stuff and kind of plain Englished it for you. This is not that. Like, you get to decipher some of this stuff, like an MTAF and or MTARs and TAFs and stuff like that, which are just it's like reading hieroglyphics, and you have to be able to basically break down what it says. And if you've never done it, there's like 100 abbreviations that you kind of have to learn just for the difference between, scattered clouds and thunderstorms, or, the ceiling. And it's a lot of information that you have to try to.
Well, this is what I'm using. I don't know if you can see it right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what kills me, is like, that's what I'll be
still bright, but
that's what I'll be using. That
shit says right there, good to fly.
Yeah.
So as long as he's got good to fly, I'm good.
I know. That's what the funny thing is they even tell you in the exam that, these things that you're learning, they are in plain English nowadays, but you don't get to learn that. You get to learn the way we did it in the 50s, and then once you understand that, well, then you can go ahead and get the plain English versions of, what it is. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's like, motherfucker, I'm not flying an Airbus. This thing weighs about a pound.
Well, I mean, because like,
relax.
Just a simple thing of like, getting your wind direction from an airport at, current condition. It gives you like Zulu time, and then the direction where the wind's coming out of, and then the knots. All those numbers are together. There is no space. There is no break in between the Zulu time, the direction, and the knots of the wind. You just have to know, okay, Zulu time is going to be, 4 numbers. Direction is going to be 3 numbers, and wind speed is going to be, 2 numbers normally.
Well, don't you have to take off, like towards where the wind is going?
What, you mean like your direction?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is it'll be like 1850, 280, 04 knot. That'll be the line. So you have to be able to go to understand that that's, the current time when this report was 1850 Zulu time. Wind direction was coming out of 280 degrees at 4 knots.
I got 2 knots.
Yeah. It's just tough because, like, you know, that's just wind speed. And then you got to, you know, you move on to like the ceiling level, the cloud cover, you know, things like that. So it's difficult because I've never seen these things before. So trying to learn them is interesting, but I'm getting them. It's, you know, regulations is the bigger thing. You know, that's like 6 pages that I had to go through, and the quiz was like 63 questions. And the questions are really, they are made to trip you up. Like, it'll ask you, you know, is 107, you know, if you're operating a drone that is, you know, what's the weight limit that qualifies for 107? Is it, you know, 55 pounds and under, or is it?
No. 0.55.
Okay. Yeah. 0.55.
That's less than a pound.
Yeah. Is it 0.55 or up to 0.55?
Is 0.55 and up, you have to register your drone. Well, with the proposed law, it hasn't passed yet.
I know.
But
both of those will be the answers. Both of those will be choices you can choose. And if you choose up to 55, up to and 1.55, that answer is wrong. It's 55 and 0.55 and under.
Well, that you don't have to register.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just the wording they use.
Yeah. So 55 and above, you do have, you will have to if they pass the law, but they haven't passed it. It's just right now in the hands of, you know, whoever's got to fucking look at it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's bullshit because, you know, they're going to charge you too. There's going to be a monthly subscription if they pass the law for you to have a drone. I think it's like $5, but maybe like $5 for what? Because you want to have a network where you're connected to, you know, every drone has got to be connected to the FAA as well as your remote, because not only do they want to know where your drone is, they want to know where you're at.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They want to know where you're at. You know, I mean, it's just money. Yeah. It's more money because they know there's a ton of drones. And then you start getting into the compensation aspect, and that's when it starts going, okay, well, if you do anything, you know, if you don't do things purely for the absolute hobbyist side of it, like even somebody, you know, hey man, I will buy you lunch if you come out here and, you know, take some pictures of this house for me. That's compensation. So that's under 107.
Yeah, I understand that. But the way that I get around it is I'm a hobbyist. I'm not taking any money. So
yeah,
I could do it and not charge for aerial photography. What are they going to say? I'm not charging for aerial photography.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're doing it.
I may be charging for regular photography, but I'm not charging for aerial photography, so they can go suck a nut.
Yeah. So it's
2 nuts. I don't know.
It's made to, the whole testing is made to confuse you. It's, you know, it's really, they word things real squirrely because you'll read something, you know, you'll read it 5 times and you'll answer that question 5 times one way. And then the next thing you know, a question will pop up that is worded almost exactly the same way, but there's one key word that's different, and that changes the entire question. Because I noticed it. There was one that I missed on my practice exam, and I didn't understand why I missed it. And I actually had it up for a couple of days, the page, and I just happened to read it this morning, and I caught the one key word. It was surface. And I was like, oh, okay. It was asking for what the class was at the surface level of that airport. And I just saw the ring around the airport and went, oh, that's easy. That's, you know, class E, you know, but it wasn't. It was class G because class E didn't start till 700 feet.
As long as they don't ask you about surface to air missiles, you'll be good.
Right? Yeah. Nope, none of that. But it's just crazy. Like, you start trying to read like sectional charts and stuff like that, dude, those things will blow your mind. They are.
Listen, you're not going to use any of that bullshit when you're out on the field. Let's be realistic.
No, I'll be using an app on my phone.
Right. That says whether you're good or not.
Yeah.
Or whether you need authorization from a nearby airport or not.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, the Lance system is what it's called. It's the grid system, and it's, with the Lance, the grids, it tells you your ceiling. Like most of the time, just about not, and that's the thing. Not every airport though has had the Lance grids done, so you may have to look it up. But I mean, you're talking maybe 20% of the time you might have to do something like that, maybe. But yeah, no, I can just pull up my app and go, oh, cool. Hey, yeah, my ceiling here's 400 feet. Or my ceiling here's 200 feet, or, this is a no fly here.
Yeah.
So, but it's just one of those things where you just have to learn the old stuff and how to do it. It's just like math. You remember how you had to do it on paper.
Yeah.
Before you could ever use a calculator. Like the teacher said, well, you're not going to have a calculator with you at all times.
Now, I took some footage of somebody, I want to say about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I can't, I was at a place where it may have been a no-fly zone.
Allegedly,
I can't quite confirm, but in looking at the map, it was kind of, in between. I don't know, but anyway, I'm just glad that I got the app, and the app lets me know, yeah, you're good here, or no, you this is a no-fly zone, or there's a Class D, airport nearby. You need to call for authorization.
Yeah, so, it's crazy because, you have to learn the frequencies of the control towers and where, certain control towers close at certain times. And then if they do, what frequency you have to go to continue to get, air traffic updates and things like that. And it's, like I said, you have to learn 1,000 things to be able to answer 60 questions.
Shit, I might as well become a real pilot.
Well, that's what Amanda was asking. She's like, well, by the time you're done with this, can you just start becoming a real pilot? I was like, yeah, I could start expanding the knowledge from there. I was like, but the problem is that then you start getting into money. Like, that starts getting expensive when you start wanting to get your amateur pilot's license, a private pilot's license, because then you got to start renting a plane and, getting hours, flight time and stuff like that.
Then you'll get shut down by Iran. Shit happens.
Yeah, I'm not flying over there. I'm good. No, negative.
So
negative.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. We try not to get too political. Well, actually, we don't like to get political at all.
You mean the draft? We're getting drafted.
But what the fuck was that? I mean, they fired 12 rockets at a U.S. installation. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, everything's cool.
Yeah. You want to know the whole conspiracy theory on it?
Yeah. That's why I'm going to you, because you're into the conspiracies.
Okay.
You go on to 4chan and 8chan and all that bullshit.
All right. So here's the thing. So the guy that they assassinated, here's the big tinfoil hat thing. Okay. The guy that they dropped the bomb on, the general. So
Soleimani.
Yeah. The way they're framing it, some of the boards and things like that, mm-hmm. was Iran was basically losing control of this guy. He was basically becoming an actor on his own.
So he was going rogue.
He was getting more power. He was using, Iran's army for
his benefit.
Yeah, basically was becoming his army per se. So they were having issues with that. They were starting to lose control. So they reach out, work a deal with Trump to the guy. They already had a heads up that something was going to happen to the embassy there. There was already chatter that something was going to be coming. That's why they already had response teams ready. That's why whenever it did happen, it literally took 13 minutes before, people were moving and assets were getting there or starting to get there. And, next thing you know, there's 2 Ospreys dropping off, 100 Marines and 2 Apaches flying around the embassy, within a few hours. But so they drop this guy. That gets this, Soleimani out of Iran's hair. They don't have to worry about it. He's gone. They can start getting control of their army back. But they have to save face because, they have been slighted by America and one of their generals has been killed. So they're going to attack an airbase. We had already moved our troops out of that airbase. because if you'll notice, there are 0 American casualties.
Yeah.
So they basically say, here, to save face, go ahead. You can hit that airbase over there. It shows that, you're not weak. You save face, do your thing. And then it allows everybody to come to the table like, fresh. We hit you, you hit us back, and now we're going to come to terms because neither one of us really want a war. And that's kind of how it's like working out.
And that's what the back channels are saying that you surf
that's
into?
the back channels. The problem is the airplane, the Ukrainian airplane was.
Oh, what the fuck happened there?
It got hit by, supposedly from what.
No, this is all alleged.
Yeah, but
this is none of this stuff has been confirmed, correct?
Well, there's been some videos, some verified videos that I saw today that showed the airplane getting hit by a missile. Whether or not who hit it with a missile, we'll probably never really know. It definitely, from what they're saying, it definitely looks like Iran hit it with a missile. Whether or not it was just a random, ground to ground missile that just happened to catch it in flight, which I don't think so because of the way the tracking kind of looked. It looked like a surface to air, but they may have thought it could have been a bomber. So they just popped it. And next thing you know, it's a Ukrainian commercial flight. But the problem is they've said, yes, everybody can come and investigate it now, but they've already cleared the wreckage. Like there's nothing there. It's all gone. There was a news crew that went out to the site today, and they're like, all major plane wreckage is gone. And now it's just what's left out there is being picked apart, by the locals and stuff. Like they haven't cordoned off the area. There's no security there. So you're not going to get anything from there. It's just going to be like, yep, this is where it crashed. And that's probably going to be about the extent of what you get.
So we got a question out here from Brendan. He says,
about the random drones in Colorado.
Have you guys heard about the random drones in Colorado? Apparently the FBI or CIA has been investigating. What is that?
I haven't heard.
What have you heard?
I have not heard about that. I'll have to look up on it.
On 4chan?
Or one of the chans.
It's 4chan, 8chan, 16chan, 32chan?
Well, it depends. Most of the time,
all them chans.
Yeah, most of the time it's 4chan.
Okay.
But
all right. I just wanted to ask you real quick because, I wasn't following too much on it. I mean, I saw some of the news. I saw what was going on, and I'm like, this doesn't seem quite right. Like he come out the next day and he's like, we cool, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. So that's why it's almost
there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know.
Yeah. It feels like you're watching a play.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, all this has been planned out. None of this is random. This has all been laid out and agreed upon kind of thing. So,
Sure.
If so, and it avoids war, and everybody's like, oh God, World War III starting. And it's like, no, World War III is not starting. This is not World War III. This is, two countries having a dispute right now.
This is Shakespeare.
Yeah, this is not World War III. People talking about draft. Oh God, am I going to be drafted? No, you're not going to be drafted. You fucking.
I'm not.
Fat.
I'm a broken down 44-year-old. I ain't worried about it. They don't want me.
No, exactly.
They want all the 20 plus, millennials.
And that you're gonna get a few out of that large group that are going to be worth a shit.
It's like, I'm going to Canada.
Yeah. So kind of like that. I mean, and most of the operator guys I follow on Instagram and stuff like that, they were like, you guys need to calm down. Nobody's drafting your Cheeto finger ass. Just sit down, relax. We'll handle it from here. You guys are fine. Just chill.
All right. Like, let's move away from the topic. That's not our forte. I just had a quick question, and I was a little curious because it smelled fishy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to talk to you about your boy Cowboy Cerrone sending a message to Connor. I'm not sure if you can see it there on the screen.
A little bit. Is this the one where we talked about, you could talk shit about fight, but you better leave my kid and my grandmother out of it?
Where is it? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's like Cerrone sends a stern warning to mouthy Conor McGregor. Don't talk about my kid or my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, he hasn't said anything. What? I mean, like, what are you so afraid of?
Well, he hasn't said anything, but next week is fight week, so that's when
shit goes down.
The shit talking will really start to ramp up.
But normally he does a lot of it before he even gets to that.
Yeah, and he's been fairly quiet. It seems either that or it's just what he's been saying. Nobody's really been reporting on or something like that. But it seems like he's been fairly quiet on this one. So I mean that's fine. But my thing is you don't talk about this or that, because then I'm going to go, oh, okay, well, then that's going to be number one. And
I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah. I'm going to hit this at step one and then this at step two. Go ahead and get you riled up, because obviously this is something that's going to get to your head.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm him and I see that shit, I'm like, oh, man, I hate to do it, but I got to take you off your game.
Yeah. Yeah. You just exposed 2 weak points for me.
I'd be like, you better leave your son at home with your grandma.
Yeah.
I might just kick their ass too.
Yeah. Let him say something about Red Penny Night with her or some shit like that. Just some weird shit.
Oh, they're fighting in the lobby. I don't think he makes it to the cage.
No.
If he says something like that.
No. I think Cal would be like, yeah, fuck money. Well, we're just going straight lobby fight.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that they would just get ready to just throw down right there at the MGM Grand in the lobby and shit.
I'm hoping hopefully it's going to be a good card, or it's going to be a good fight.
Well, he's Conor's been all over social media, and ESPN has been like, God, running these fucking commercials with just fucking Conor. It's like, is Conor fighting himself?
Are they doing the old Rousey thing where it's just Conor, and you don't even really know who he's fighting, kind of thing?
Kind of. And he's also putting stuff on Instagram, and I'm going to show you a little clip here. I'm going to let you see. I mean, that the left looks quick though. Like if you keep watching this, it's like, yeah, you might want to watch out.
Oh yeah, I saw this, and Coco replied to it on Twitter talking about I think you need to be working on your takedown defense and ground. Yeah. Okay. Holly's fighting. All right. So we know Sherry's going to be watching.
Oh yeah, probably.
And then
to be honest with you, I don't know who's in the card. All I know is Conor and Cowboy. So you're saying Holly's on the card as well?
Yeah, so let's we'll go from prelims. So we'll see if there's anybody on prelims worth absolutely not. Okay, we'll just go right back to the main card. Main card, we've got Pettis versus Diogo Ferreira.
Ferreira.
Claudia Gadea, Alexis
Garo.
No, Gasso.
Oh, okay.
Grasso.
The Mexican chick. I got it.
Yep.
That's actually gonna be a good fight.
Probably, yeah.
Because they're both scrappy.
Yeah. 6 versus an 11. So that's a big one. Alensky Olink versus Maurice Green. I've probably seen these guys fight before, but Maurice Green's not ranked. Then Holly Holm, and then Raquel
Pennington.
Mm-hmm. And then McGregor Cerrone. So the prelims are just people that I probably should know, but I don't know any of their names.
I'll be honest, it just doesn't sound like a blockbuster card.
It really doesn't. The only reason I'm getting it is Cowboy. I mean, like, if it was not, I'm not even getting it because it's McGregor. I'm not.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm not even that big of a fan guy for McGregor. I mean, yeah, he's a good fighter, but it's not like I'm like, woo, it's McGregor. No.
Yeah.
I'm more of a woo, it's Cowboy. I'm a Cowboy guy.
Yeah, so, like if Cowboy was fighting the guy from the Quickie Mart, you still get it.
Yeah, I'd still buy the pay-per-view. I'd be like, I just want to watch this shit kicking.
Yeah.
So I mean, Anthony Pettis is fighting. I mean, that should be a good, he normally puts on a good fight. good show. But yeah,
It's coming off a broken hand too.
yeah. So you gotta watch out. May break it again. Seems like that happens a lot. Once you break it once, that just becomes a reoccurring thing.
Well, your bones are compromised.
Yeah, but you would think as they heal and the calcium builds up on them, they might get a little tougher over time. But I guess maybe if you never really let it fully heal like you should as a fighter, because you're continually hitting shit, it probably never heals up, 100%.
I don't think it ever does. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, when he heals back stronger and better and blah blah blah." And I'm like, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound quite right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it seems like a lot of these guys that fight, once they break their hands, that's it. Like every other fight, they're breaking their hands.
Yeah.
Look at Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mayweather breaks his hands and he's got giant pillows on his hands, and they're taped up hard as shit, and he still tends to break his hands a lot in his boxing matches.
Shit, somebody might look at his hands and they're broken. So
he breaks his hands reading all those books.
Hey man, he's got his money in those books.
Yeah, I ain't got to read. All I got to do is count.
That's right, bro.
Money.
Don't hate on him.
Oh hell no.
Don't hate.
Nah, he ain't got no hate for that man. That he's made his money. He's doing what he's doing what he needs to do. Shit, can't hate a man for that.
No, I guess not. But I was watching. What was it? Fuck. Israel Adesanya. He was on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani.
Mm-hmm.
And man, like him and John just keep going at it. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on.
Dude.
Well, hold on. Is it this one? No, that's not.
Yeah,
that's
they hate.
Let me look it up again. I have it right here. It's a little clip of him talking about John and the shit that he was saying. But let me.
It's kind of funny, man, because John came at him pretty hard.
It's like at this point, I think John is in his head because he keeps talking about John. It's like, bro, you're about to fight Yoel Romero, but let's see. I think it's this one. Hold on. So is it this? Yeah, right here. So let's play it. Let's play the clip.
That's another thing motherfucker said, John Jones, motherfucker Jones. He's like, well, I mean, when I'm done, I'm glad people can remember my accolades rather than my walkout. It's like, shut the fuck up. People are going to remember you because you're a drug cheat. You're a steroid cheat. That's what they're going to remember. All the shit you've done after Shogun, no one really cares anymore because they know you cheated. You popped on the same month as your brother in 2016.
Oof.
That's all they're going to remember. So my walkouts are going to be even greater than his whole career. And like I said, I'm only just getting started. I'm fucking nearly 2 years in the UFC. As I said, I'm just only coming up 2 years in this fucking company. Imagine what I'm going to do in the next 5, in the next 6, 7 years.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't wrong.
Man.
He ain't wrong.
He went a little hard on him. Actually, I like this to be better. It's not as pixelated.
I mean, hey, he's a meme king, man. You can't come at him. You got to come hard because he is going to come at you hard. And he's going to pull all the fucking stops. He's going to hit you with all that shit. It's going to be funny.
Man, at this point, I'm like looking forward to it. It's like, come on, let's get past 2020. Let's bring in 2021 and let's do this fight already.
Damn, you're just ready to fast forward the year.
Yeah, because it was whole year. It was confirmed that Adesanya is already fighting Yoel Romero at 248 in I believe he's in Vegas. So I mean that's set in stone. He said that he wants to fight 3 times in 2020 and defend the belt, and then in 2021 he's looking at making that jump to 205 at least once. Kind of like when Anderson did it. He went up to 205 and then came back down for another run of defending the belt. But that's the thing, you can't count on the fact that you might win those fights.
Right.
What happens if you lose any of those fights? Are you still going to make that jump to 205 to fight John? I think if he loses, I think that fight's pretty much dead because nobody's going to want to see it,
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, think about it. You lose at 185 to somebody and you're going to go up to 205 to fight a bigger guy who's quite possibly the GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I'd still watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it, but to me at that point, it wouldn't make sense. It kind of lose some of its luster. It'd be like,
a little bit. But I mean, if he goes on a tear, 3 wins this year, then it sets it up for even bigger next year. If he goes on a tear this year, he gets all 3 wins, then then that means that fight will be, the 205 fight will be a payday.
Yeah, but at that point, you're looking past people, though. When you say shit like that, it's like you're already looking past Yoel Romero.
True.
Yoel Romero is not a slouch.
No. He can knock you out with a touch.
That's right.
You got to do that overhand right, catches you, you crumble. I know, dude, Yoel's big. That's just a big dude.
He may be shorter than Adesanya, but he's a thick boy.
Yeah. Thick with 2 C's.
And a K at the end.
Yes, for sure. And he's not worried. Yoel will take some hits to get in to give some, So, I know Izzy's going to have the reach, especially with the kicks and stuff like that. But I don't know. Does he got the same power as Yoel?
That's I don't see him as a power puncher. He's more of a volume striker.
But look at the Whitaker fight.
But once, that's true. But what round was it? The 3rd, and he was putting it to him. So like once he smells blood, I guess he can. There's that punch that can knock you out.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna focus on throwing a haymaker from the beginning.
No.
Like Joel would.
Yeah, Yoel's gonna come flying across the cage and swinging.
Yeah, he's got knockout power, but he's not gonna use it at all times, like like a lot of these guys do, where everything they throw is they're trying to kill you.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. It'll be an interesting fight because if he can pick them apart and keep them at distance and just pick them, keep popping his legs. Then you're going to slow Yoel down even more. Because Yoel's fast, but he's not, the quickest on his feet. But if you start kicking that lead leg, make him switch, you slow him down some more, take away some of that power with those leg kicks, then you can, I guess, come in a little closer. But we'll see. But that's dangerous. You in there fucking with an old lion.
I just wish that he would be more concentrated on Yoel instead of talking about John and what John said. It's like, don't worry about John, man.
Yeah, because he's looking 3-4 fights ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you're talking about fighting 3 times in 2020, and you're talking about John in 2021. It's like, bro, just don't worry about John. Yeah. Let John look the fool if you want to.
Yeah, let John do John. He'll take care of himself.
Yeah,
you may not even get a chance to fucking fight him. Shit. You're setting all this up, and John's got a year to fuck up real good and go ahead and just see his way out the door of the UFC. So just slow down.
Think that's gonna happen. I think he's gonna be on his best behavior. He's lost already so much money. I think he'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't know if he can be fine. That may just not be in the personality.
Well, we shall see, I guess. Someone who's not going to be fine, it's this lady right here, Jessica Panay. She had an issue with USADA. She was taking a prescription medication to level her hormones. And she thought that it was all good, fine and dandy, as long as, it was prescribed. Well, USADA said, nope, and gave her 18 months. She didn't say anything. She kept it quiet or whatever. But apparently she was taking a supplement on her way because her 18 months were up. She had a fight schedule, I believe, for April. And she popped again. And it is believed to be a tainted supplement. However, USADA is trying to give her 4 years. And at age 36...
You're done.
You're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Because what is she going to do? She going to come back at 40 and try to fight again?
No.
Let's be real. She's on the way down right now.
Yeah.
She might have a couple more.
Yeah, I was going to say, she probably had
years.
she probably had maybe 2-3 more good, legit fights left.
Yeah. And then after that, you might as well pack it up.
Yeah.
And apparently she's gone broke this past, 2 years because she hasn't been able to fight. I guess she was, teaching privates, driving Lyft just to make ends meet. And this comes back to what we always talk about, fucking these guys not making enough money to fucking survive. Let's say you don't get that fight that you're looking for, and 6 months, 8 months go by, and like, fuck, I need a paycheck, and they don't give you a fight. What do you do then?
Yeah. And since you're under contract, it's not like you can go.
No, you can't go anywhere else and fight anywhere else and make some money. Yeah. You're locked in. I don't know, man.
It's a bad deal.
It is a bad deal all around. Like, I'm starting to really dislike the UFC. As much as I enjoy the fights, the way that they do some of these people, it is unreal. If you're not Conor McGregor, John Jones, or any of the top athletes, you're pretty much fucked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would you even sign with them? It's like, yo, just give me my fucking release. Let me go.
The other thing. They'll hold that over you for as long as they can.
That's another thing,
even when it doesn't benefit them and the least bit, they'll just go ahead and hold you to it, because that's what they did to Mir for the longest time. They just held him, and it was like, guys, I can't fucking fight. You won't let me. Fucking release me. Nope, we're gonna hold you.
Well, they finally released him like towards the end of his suspension.
Yeah,
and then he was able to go to Bellator, which is a great thing, for him, make some money, But it's fucked up, man. I think
more and more becoming that. Is it really worth signing that all exclusive deal with the UFC?
I think that it only benefits you once you're a big star. Like somebody like Ben Askren.
Yeah, like maybe come up from Bellator and the others, and then once you're a big, once you've got a good name and you've got good numbers behind you, then maybe go into the UFC. But coming up in the UFC, that's pain.
Yeah,
that's eating ramen noodles a lot.
Yeah, this poor chick, that's probably what she was doing, eating ramen noodles.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. It's like, listen, if you're going to have this super strict fucking policy, just fucking release, because I'm not going to be able to fight under these fuckers. At least you can probably go to fucking Japan and get a couple of fights and make some money.
And especially if it's a tainted supplement and it's nothing, that's the other thing that sucks, is especially if it is that's nothing, that's not on her.
Well, it hasn't been proven yet.
I know, but I mean, Mendez got caught up in that. He's been.
That was another guy, yeah.
Him, and there's been a couple other guys who've had tainted.
Yoel Romero won a $24 million or $27 million lawsuit.
Yeah, but how long was he out? Not able to fight while he's fighting.
He wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long. Mendez was like 2 years.
Yeah,
And then they still come out and they went, yeah, okay, well, you were right. It was a tainted supplement.
No, his was an acne cream.
Was it? Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was some sort of an acne cream that he was putting on his face. So, but still, man,
that benefited him greatly.
Why?
Well, because
he got rid of his acne.
No, I'm saying them basically not letting him fight for almost 2 years forced him, to basically expand and do something else. Yeah, he wasn't fighting, but he created, a hunting guide service. They have it here in Florida. They have it over out west. He blew up his YouTube channel with the hunting stuff and vlogging.
Get off these nuts,
dude! I love watching him. He's one of my faves. He's great. He seems like a really nice guy. He seems very nice with all of his fans. He just seems like a cool dude. He is somebody that I'd like to meet and shake their hand and be like, hey, I can respect you. You seem like a good person.
Why? Because he hunts?
No, not just that. Just overall. Just because there again, I've watched him.
What if he was black? Would you say that?
Yes, I would say that. Jesus Christ. My God. Yes, I would still say that.
Listen, somebody that you like is in trouble with the black community right now.
Who?
Oh, I'm gonna show you who.
Is it Perry?
Yep.
I know. I saw he used the word.
Yeah, he used the N-word. So apparently he's been having some beef with Michael Jai White.
And somebody needs
otherwise known as Spawn.
Yeah, somebody needs to get a hold of Perry and go, yo, bro, you need to calm the fuck down because I think, Michael Jai White would whoop the fucking shit out of you. So chill.
Listen, let's keep it real. Mike Perry is a cage fighter.
Yeah.
And yes, although the Michael Jai White has an extensive background in, fucking martial arts, that doesn't make him a fighter.
You're right. And you know what? If they ever get the opportunity to fight, even though I doubt it'll happen, but if they ever do, I will gladly take your money on that.
Oh, you want to put money on it?
I will 100%.
Why?
Well, one fucking White.
You're just trying to get on the black side. That's all.
No. White is twice his fucking size as Perry.
So
what? Are they going to give Perry a fucking step stool to hit him in the face?
Never heard of a takedown? Never heard of jiu-jitsu?
Oh yes, I've heard it. You've taken me down many times. Yes.
And how much taller are you than me?
Not
you're
that much.
You're like 2 feet taller than I am.
Get the fuck out of here.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
I'm 5'5".
Okay, so I'm 5 inches taller, and I weigh less than you now too.
Nah, I don't know
Fat
about
ass,
that, bro.
Oh really? Oh, okay, all right.
I don't know about that.
We'll compare it next time you come up.
I'll remember that when we go grapple again. What was it that you called me on episode 154? Was it fat ass?
Oh yeah, I'll call you fat now. I mean, I'm still fat, so I mean, shit. Whatever.
You call it the kettle black.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I can say that. I'm still a fucking doughboy. I did go see my doctor today because I needed to get a re-up on some prescriptions, and he was like, you got to come in. So I weighed.
Yeah, and he said, damn!
He did. He was like, bro, because he saw me last July, and I'm down. And now this is coming, through the holidays and, our vacation and all like that. And I weighed this morning, and I weighed 240 this morning. So, I mean, I put on a little bit, probably about 5 pounds since the lowest I got.
Since Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii, between, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hawaii, I was able to just put on 5 pounds. So I was like, I feel that's pretty good.
Hey, it's not Moco Loco with spam, bro.
But from the time he saw me last till now, I had dropped 34 pounds. So he was like, bro, whatever you're doing, keep it up. I'm like, I'm just eating and working out. And
like, I'm masturbating
a lot. What's also great is I got Dad to get one of those My Zones.
Oh yeah.
So because he got a trainer 3 times a week.
Oh damn! Look at Papa Sharon.
Yeah, and
Chuck.
He'll go and he'll hit his Peloton in the mornings, or he'll go and get on the recumbent bike in the mornings. And I can see, I can pull up my app, and since we connected on the app, I could see his numbers. And I'm like, oh shit! I was like, all right, well, today we're gonna have to.
You say he's got a Peloton?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does he sing when he's on it? Does he go, ready or not? Here I come.
No.
That's some bullshit.
But he does pretty good workouts. His are longer than mine, but they're a little less impact. Whereas mine are definitely shorter per se, and I burn a little bit more calories. Oh yeah, he had his. No, that was this morning. I don't think his 2 a.m. has updated yet. There it is. There's his 2. Yeah. So I had a good 1 hour workout today. 620 or 660 calorie burn with his trainer today.
Damn, Papa Sharon.
Yep. 63% effort according to his My Zone. Let's see what he peaked out at. Peaked out at 131 heart rate. Average was 108. So he's right there in his levels where he needs to be. He's doing good. But when you compare it to like mine, like this morning I did one this morning. for 52 minutes, and I burned 731 calories, but I peaked out at 160 heart rate. I kept my average at 136. So
look at you.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't sleep. I got to do some real sleep work. Like,
your dick must be raw.
No, I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I cannot get a full night's sleep. It is, this week has been especially tough. Like, if I don't take some melatonin at night, go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm up at anywhere between 11:30 to 1 o'clock.
Are you still in Hawaii time or what? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that or if it's studying and just, questions running through my head and thinking about that or what. But like, I got up last night. I woke up at right around midnight, laid in the bed, tried to go back to sleep. Couldn't fucking do it. Wide awake. So I just went ahead and got up, came up here, studied some more, read through my book, watched some Twitch, and just, basically sat here listening to Twitch and studying. Laid down on the couch about 3 to try to go back to sleep. Couldn't do that. So then at 4:30 in the morning, I was like, all right, fuck this. I just got up, put my workout clothes on, went and, got my workout in the morning, banged that out real fast, grabbed the dogs, took them for their walk around the block. I was able to catch about an hour, took a shower, did breakfast, coffee, all like that. And then grabbed about an hour nap before work starting up. But that's like it. That's what I'm running on right now. And I mean, I feel fine, but it's still just like, man, I would really like to get a full night's sleep. So I think this week I'm just going to pound melatonin each night, 2 a night, and just sleep. Stop going to bed early, maybe push it back to closer to 10:30 to what I'm used to. So
I've been getting up an hour before my alarm goes off, and it's happened all fucking week. Every day at 4:22 in the morning, I wake up.
Ooh.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I got another hour.
Give me my hour back.
I know, bro. And it pisses me off because I go to, I lay back down and I try to fall asleep.
And it's just a waste of time.
And I can't fall right back asleep.
Yeah.
And then when I do, 15 minutes later, my fucking alarm goes off and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I finished watching the Underground 6 last night. That was the other thing.
Well, that's not a series, so.
Yeah, well, I started watching it, and then Tyler needed help with a video game, and he kept needing help. So I was like, all right, let me just stop trying to watch this because you're just coming back to me every 10 minutes.
How did you like it?
I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was fun. I hope they do more because they kind of left it because in one of the scenes where they've got all the basically the hits on the wall, there was 9 of them up there. So
maybe it'll be like Fast and Furious that they got 9 movies out.
Yeah. And if they do, that's fine because then you just go, okay, well, I know what I'm in for. I'm just in for, some action, fun, witty, gunfight kind of stuff. And
the thing is that he's always the same character. He's always fucking Deadpool.
Yeah, a little bit. Just not the mask. Take off the uniform, put him in some other stuff, and he's still he's just always, but he's always been that wise assy character. Always. He was that same thing way back in the day. Did you ever see the movie? I'm sure you did. Waiting.
Of course.
Yeah, he was that
dog.
He was that guy in Waiting that he is now.
Yeah,
he's just older.
Just Friends.
Yeah.
The only time that I haven't seen him be like that was in Safe House with Denzel Washington. That was a good movie.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh man, it's on Netflix. I think you have to watch that shit.
Is it pretty good?
It's fucking good.
Okay.
He's an operator for I think the CIA. And Denzel used to be, in the same position that he was, but he, went rogue. So he's got to hunt them down.
Oh, haven't heard this story before.
Dude, it's really good. Have you heard about this news?
The Circle? Yes.
No.
There you go. What?
Dylan Dennis claimed that Khabib tried running from him at the 229 brawl.
This must be opposite day or some shit. Dylan must think that when people come jumping out of rings, that must equal them running from him.
It's like, bro, come on. We all saw it. You know, he was trying to stump your head in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
he
wasn't running away from you.
No,
he was running right at you.
Yeah, he literally climbed a 6-foot cage and jumped off the ring to get to you. So he did all that just to get onto the floor and then run from you. Get the fuck out of here.
Not only that, he claims that he uppercutted Khabib twice. And Khabib was trying to run, and he was holding his head.
Oh, he had a collar tie on him.
I'm like, I don't remember seeing him up there. You know what? He may be right. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you go ahead.
I'm going to go back, and I'm going to rewatch that video, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, you go ahead and do a breakdown on that, and you let me know whenever he lands those 2 uppercuts with the collar tie, and then show me. I remember seeing people grabbing Khabib and going, please stop, don't kill this man, you know. But I don't think that is Khabib running away. I think people were trying to save your life. So
well, listen, I'm still going to give him a pass, though. I'm going to give him a pass because I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. And you know, he's been doing good in the community. You know, he did that Bullet kid. He got him some jiu-jitsu lessons for free and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm not gonna rag on him too much. I'm gonna show him proper respect.
Okay.
If that's what he says it happened, then I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. All right. I'm just kind of replaying that whole night through my head, and I'm going, at no point do I remember Khabib. Because to constitute somebody running from you, like they would have to turn their back to you and like move away from you. And at no point did I really remember seeing that. I don't know. You'll have to let me know.
By the way, he also said in a different article that Conor McGregor was the best jiu-jitsu player he's ever seen.
Nah, this is like some Onion shit or some Babylon Bee story. Okay. Pull it up.
Let me try to pull this shit up. I can't. Oh God. See,
there's no way.
Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second.
Come on. Is he high? Was he on a heroic dose of mushrooms or some shit when he said that?
It's quite possible.
Like, was he on a space flight that he didn't know about? And then somebody asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, Conor's the greatest jiu-jitsu player I've ever seen. Because, I mean, Nate Diaz may want to go, hey, excuse me, what?
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. Take this snapshot of me choking him out.
Hold on.
Yeah, dude.
Let's see.
But I can see him saying that because, I mean, he is 100% Conor camp. But you can't, I can't take you serious. Like, you say that, I can never take anything you say like serious again.
I'm sorry. I misquoted him.
Okay.
I misquoted him. Here it is. All right. Let me share it with you guys.
Okay. You had me going there for a moment. I was like, oh my God.
I know. I went off a conjecture here. Sorry.
He fell and hit his head.
My bad. I'm going to show you what he said.
Okay. Is on. Well,
yeah, on another level, bro. He says Conor McGregor's jiu-jitsu, it's on another level. And who are you comparing it to? A kids class?
I don't even know what to say to this.
I mean, up on the top of my head, I could probably name 9 guys that are on a different level that Conor McGregor is not. I don't know. I just saw it and I'm like, that paycheck must be real nice.
Okay, because I mean, the thing is, now, devil's advocate, we haven't seen Conor's jiu-jitsu really in any of fights other than
we did.
I mean, it was
on that Nate fight.
Yeah, I mean, that was bad.
We saw it when Khabib took him down.
Yeah. But I mean,
it's like it was non-existent.
There's been some time since then. I mean, maybe he was doing like some really hardcore jits training that we just don't know about. We haven't seen, but
Listen,
history.
there's brown
says
belts, and then
no.
there's brown belts. You know,
Yeah, I'm like,
I come on, talking about he's on another level. You must be comparing him to, you know, somebody who's not very good. We haven't seen much of his ground game. That's true. But when we've seen it, it's like, bro, you couldn't even escape mount.
from what from the jiu-jitsu I've seen, I think Squirrel could take him.
I would put $500 on Squirrel against Conor McGregor.
Yeah, in a straight up jiu-jitsu match?
In a straight up jiu-jitsu match.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, on a MMA fight, no.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, Squirrel's dead.
It's like I would recommend my boy Squirrel not take that fight.
Yeah. I mean, I love you and all. I'll help you back out of the ring, but don't do it.
Yeah, not an MMA fight. On a straight jiu-jitsu fight. I'm sorry, jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
I got $500 on fucking Squirrel.
Yeah. You know, just going off of what I've seen Conor been able to do in the ring in his jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Now, granted, like I said, maybe these last 2 years, he has fully embraced jiu-jitsu and just, you know, really worked on it. Yeah,
that video that I showed you really showed he was embracing it.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it when he goes. Maybe the Conor, he comes out and immediately goes for a flying armbar. And we're like, what?
How fucking funny would it be if Cowboy goes for a takedown and Conor just puts him in like a guillotine and just chokes him out?
That break my heart.
Well, how great would it be? At that point, you know, I would have to eat shit too.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, oh, goddamn, he was right.
Yeah, that next podcast, I'd have a sticker on next to my monitor. It'd be like, eat shit.
Yeah, eat shit and Dylan Dennis's bitch.
Yeah, take a bite of that sandwich because you deserve it.
It'd be like, fuck, Dylan Dennis was right.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Well, speaking of Conor, it looks like a little change in the rankings happened, and he is no longer the number 3 guy.
Oh, he go up.
Yep. Justin Gaethje jumps Conor McGregor in the UFC lightweight rankings.
What? Really?
Yep. So as you can see here, Tony's number 1, Team Tony. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier's number 2. Justin Gaethje went up to number 3. And Conor dropped the spot. Now, keep in mind, Conor was 3, and he hasn't even fought in fucking what?
Yeah, almost
a year and change.
Yeah, a year and change.
So, come on, dog. Come on. He shouldn't even be number 4. He should be like 10.
Let's see. When was his last fight?
All those guys that were in the right below him have had more fights than he has. So
yeah, his last fight was October 6, 2018.
There you go. A year and change.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been 229, I guess. That
was against
Khabib.
Khabib.
Yeah. And right before that, it was, you know, the Floyd Mayweather match.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because God, it was wow, I didn't realize that. It was 2 years. So he fought Alvarez November 12th, 2016.
That was his last win, I believe.
Yeah. And then I guess in that 2 year span, then he had the McGregor fight. Then he comes back.
Well, he is McGregor.
Well, I'm sorry. He had the Mayweather fight and then comes back and Khabib wants to know his location. They, you know, exchange locations and Khabib just fucks him up.
Send me location. This number one bullshit. I meet you there.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your people. I bring my peoples.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah, that's another level. Okay.
Yeah. This dude hasn't won in three and a half years. So I just don't see how you can be ranked number 4.
Yeah, especially. Yeah. Well, it's Conor. Conor gets what Conor wants.
I guess.
There was a lot of big moves. Welterweight, they had a ton of moves. Who dropped? Somebody must have dropped out.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have the rankings up.
Well, everybody from 7 down to 12, moved up 1. 12 moved up 2. Neil Magny moved up 1. So everybody moved up in the welterweight.
Everybody Wang Chung.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else. Was there some moves? Well, he's up to 13th now in the pound for pound.
Fantastic.
Here's the crazy thing. Okay, so he's above Poirier in the pound for pound.
Yeah.
But he's not above Poirier in his own.
The lightweight?
Yeah. What? How does this work?
Who knows, bro? Nobody fucking knows.
I still don't understand how Cejudo is number 3 on the pound for pound, above Stipe and Cormier and Izzy and Usman. Like, what?
I don't know, bro. I think it's bullshit. Number 1 bullshit.
Number 1 bullshit for sure. That's funny though. Henry Cejudo, number 3, pound for pound.
Speaking of Cejudo, Dominic Cruz says Cejudo won't be the GOAT until he beats me. Man, we're talking about a guy who hasn't fought in 3 years, but Dominic Cruz is without a doubt one of the top, fucking bantamweights that ever do it. I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with him, even though he hasn't fought in 3 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not even in the top 15 though.
I mean, that's a big feather in his cap. I mean, just think about it. The only losses that he's got is Uriah Faber. He beat him twice after that because they fought 3 times, and that Cody No Love fight, which I won $10, by the way.
You did. You did.
Anywho, but he was, he wasn't in his optimal shape. He was hurt. He had that plantar fasciitis, that was killing him. And he didn't make excuses. He said, I got beat. End of story. But, he wasn't at his best. And let's say even if he was at his best, he could have been that Cody still would have beat him. But still, I am going to have to agree with him and say if Henry Cejudo really wants to say I am the GOAT, he's going to have to beat Dominic Cruz.
Let's see what was Cruz's last fight. Cruz's was 2016 against
Cody. Was Cody.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah, he's got a good gig, bro. He's that analyst job.
Oh, for sure.
It's like why are you even thinking about fighting again? It's like just, bro, you got all your brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
You got all your fucking faculties. It's like, man,
yeah,
don't worry about
it. 22-2 is your record. Just
yeah.
Move on, bro. Be good.
That's fucking rock star numbers right there.
Oh yeah, in the fight game, 100%.
And technically, one of the guys that beat you, you avenged it. So to me, it's like, hey man, you took it back twice.
Yeah, twice.
So you're one up. But hey, man, it's like we always say, we haven't had any fights, so we don't know what that is. That the extent of our fighting is training, and maybe doing some competition here and there. But anything above that, we really have no knowledge, no real knowledge. I mean, we have an idea because we got friends that fight, and we're around them all the time. But
you're a higher belt than he is in jiu-jitsu.
Then who?
Cruz.
Cruz will beat my ass. Let's keep it real. He's a wrestler,
Yeah.
So his fundamentals are way better than mine are.
Yeah.
So just with his fundamentals, he beat my ass. But anyway, we're not talking about me and fucking Dominic Cruz. That match will never happen.
Yeah, that's who
I wouldn't accept it for no less than $1 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Cruz wants to be the GOAT, that's who he needs to beat is Walo J.
Yeah. He'll do that with ease. A motherfucker be like, I didn't even break a sweat. Give me somebody else.
Do you need to take a break, Mr. Walo? Yeah, Walo be out here going, time out, motherfucker, time out. There's rounds to this shit, right? Come on.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we lost our episode for last week, which was 2 hours and 17 minutes of fire.
Yeah, like what happened? You weren't able to pull the audio?
No, I was not. So I'll explain to you, what happened later. But, I mean, I would have to run the Facebook stream through my TV and through the mixer and record it that way, which would take 2 hours and 17 minutes in order for us to get that audio back.
Mm.
And do I want to do that and go through all that?
That's a lot of work.
It is, but at some point I might just do it and just throw it up there as, the lost episode.
There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is episode 154. We're still going to call it 154.
Yeah.
Even though iTunes Podbean shows us at 152 right now. We're going to jump to 154. And then whenever I finally do all this shit that I got to do to get the audio back, then at that
the
point,
lost tapes.
The lost tapes. Well, we'll call it episode 153, the lost tapes.
There you go.
So, but anyway, hey, those are all the headlines that I had. Is there anything else that you want to add before we call it a day?
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go downstairs, eat dinner.
Oh, well, fuck, man. I'm sorry.
Nah, shit. We did a late one today. 7:38 our time.
Yeah, well, that's when we're finishing. So
Yeah, that's what it is right now. So we'll finish up and then I'll go eat, chill for a little bit, come study some more.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
just gotta get this shit done.
We'll try to work this out next week at the studio, because it's better at the studio when we're both.
Yeah, I gotta do some cleaning up a little bit, moving some stuff around. It's a disaster right now from setting up the new PC and trying to figure out where I'm gonna put the old PC, and I gotta still call them and probably send that off or do whatever, get that fixed.
We'll clean that shit up.
Yeah, there's just a couple things, nothing big, but I just haven't done it.
Well, cool. All right, bro. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Thank you very much for listening and downloading our episodes, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.